FAA's Air Traffic Organization provides service to more than 45,000 flights and 2.9 million airline passengers across more than 29 million square miles of airspace. In general, most airlines fly their planes for about 8 to 10 hours a day. This includes domestic and international flights, as well as any delays or layovers that may occur during that day. Some of the larger carriers may even have their planes there up for 12 hours every day. Generally speaking, every 25 hours of flight time requires some sort of maintenance. The people that do that maintenance are called airframe and powerplant mechanics. What exactly is an airframe and powerplant mechanic? Well, it's all in the name. Airframe means that you're certificated to work on airframes. Powerplant means you're certificated to work on power plants. So this is an airframe, an airplane. This is a power plant, an engine that goes in an airplane. But what exactly does an A&P actually work on? Behind me is a small airplane. It's a Piper Cherokee. It's my plane. We work on small planes like that. Many airframe and power plant mechanics, or A&Ps as they're called, work on corporate jets, on big jets, drones, from anything from the very, very small to some of the biggest and most complicated machines that mankind has ever known. With such a large responsibility, you would really think that A&Ps work with some really complex tools, and they do. But everything really starts with a basic set of hand tools. Everything that you work on will require them. That doesn't mean that we don't have our own special tools, like these safety wire pliers. When you come to A&P school, it's going to be one of the first tools we put in your hand, and you have to master. Of course, that's only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to special tools. When we're working with electricity, we use mega ohm meters, ohm meters, and a whole menagerie of interesting and different things that allow you to be an artist in fixing problems. When it comes to structures work, that's an art in and of itself, and one personally I'm not very good at. And that's one of the cool things about being an A&P. There's so much to master, there's so much to learn that you'll never master it all. Even doing tap tests on composites, just like this. Now, aircraft are changing and getting more complex every day. So are the tools. Using ultrasonic imagers like this can be really, really helpful, but you have to know when to bring out the big guns and when to keep it simple. See, right now there's a crisis. There simply aren't enough airframe and power plant mechanics to go around. There's not enough people out there with the technical expertise and the legal credentials to work on the flying public's aircraft. That's where you come in. You've elected to become an airframe and power plant mechanic. Now, mechanic is a loose term. As you've seen, there's all sorts of different skill sets that's going to come into it. From structures to avionics, interiors, to regular old wrench turning and changing the oil, just like we did on my plane. An A&P is expected to be able to do it all. Now, if we want to talk about career potential and pay, times have never been better for an aircraft and power plant mechanic. Today, starting off, you'll be making over $40 an hour with your A&P at an airline. Because of the lack of airframe and power plant mechanics, overtime is virtually unlimited in some places. There's just not enough people to do the amount of work that the human race really needs. After you've passed the FAA written, oral, and practical, you'll be able to walk onto an airline and get a job starting right away.